Y'all, I'm on here looking. I'm looking hit. But it's been raw and uncut. So this is what you about to get, okay? I did one vid. The first video was 17 minutes. I said I can't do that. So I'm coming back to redo this video because I want to trim it down. I don't want to give y'all a 10-minute video. Anyway, or if I want to give you less than 10. I don't want to give you 17. Um, First, I want to say it's an honor and a privilege to be friends with the three of you. I really see God growing us together, maturing us together, and allowing us to move and adjust in our friendships, in our friendship. And I really see this as a moment in time where we hold each other accountable to really the greatness that God has put in each one of us, right? So I had a raw moment with the Lord today as I was, after I text y'all, I said, it was kind of in prayer, but the Lord just started talking to me as I was doing. And it was so interesting that I was up. I decided not to go to church because I have a few things I needed to do for school, and I need to get busy doing that because the Lord has spoke to me while I was folding laundry, getting dressed, and all that. And one of the things that He pressed upon me was that that I had been okay with being on the sidelines of my own life. And what that meant was that I had grown accustomed to being comfortable and being on the sidelines, literally watching my life play out and being very reactive to what things that happened in my life instead of becoming active in the things that God has called me to do and being proactive and being prepared for the things that are coming. So He told me, I was very weepy this morning, very weepy, because I realized that the place where I am now and the difficulty that I was having being disciplined was because I was so used to giving myself a pass, and that I was so used to breaking promises to myself, right? So I had just gotten used to breaking promises to myself. So that's why I was having, self-image issues and body issues because I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust myself to be disciplined to get done what I needed to get done. So, my insecurities were coming out in my life in different ways, right? So, I don't want to stay there too long. I'll explain more and we can talk about that more later. But I really want to encourage you today to understand that it's time for us to become more active in the things that God has called us to and disciplined. And so this is not comfortable. It's uncomfortable, and it's going to call us into a greater measure of accountability and a greater measure of responsibility and maturity. And it'll be very clear when we don't hold ourselves and one another to a place of accountability, because we're not going to get stuff done. We're going to literally say, God, I know that you told me to do that, and this great thing that He wants us to do, but because we won't be disciplined on this end, we're not going to see that come to fruition, because over there takes discipline and accountability and responsibility. And because we're not, I'm gonna say me, I was not willing to become disciplined on this end, over there it's not gonna happen, if that makes sense. Or it may happen, but it's gonna be a mess, and it's not gonna be the excellence is not gonna be there. It's gonna be mediocre, okay? And you'll always be doggy paddling trying to figure stuff out. It's because I have to be more disciplined with myself, okay? And so because God has I'm looking at I wrote some stuff down. Um, so personally, God called me into a place of accountability with myself and with him and the things that he's called me to. I would not have thought 2 months ago that I would be in grad school. I just wouldn't have thought about it. But I know that I'm moving into a greater season of doing what God has called me to do. I don't know what all that's going to look like. I know the majority of it is going to be in ministry outside of church. And I know I'll do things in church, but he's really opening my eyes to understand that the real ministry that he has for me is outside of the church walls. And yeah, so at any rate, it's going to take discipline now for me to finish my master's degree program and possibly go get a doctorate. I'm not thinking about that right now, but I know that God is moving me. Okay, I know that he has. So what he told me today is that this is not something I am doing, it's something I have done. So I'm already in a place of maturity. And see, I think that sometimes what happens with us, where we know that God is moving in our lives and we're like, oh yeah, that it's coming. I honestly believe the reason why we are struggling in some things is because God has already moved us into the new place and we're still acting like and behaving and thinking like we're in the old. And so there's that tension. Oh, that's downstairs. It's that tension of already being in somewhere where God has placed us and positioned us, but our mindset is still on the old. No, I'm doing the video. Did you read the text, Anna? I'm not responsible. You messing up the video. I'm leaving this in the video. This is normal. This is normal for us. Yelling. Coming in the house yelling. I got to catch my thought. Jesus. I almost choked. Stressed me out. She might come up here. I should have locked my bedroom door. That she'd be mad about this. She'd been in bang. Never mind. She probably downstairs. She gonna stay downstairs, I think. But at any rate, sorry about that. And I'm hot now. I done got hot. Y'all, so y'all gonna hear that fan. But God is where I think I was talking about how we're used to functioning where God is telling us on the front before we move into a new place, like this is where you're going. Yeah, he may have done that, but I think that's not the way he's operating now. Is that when he tells us is we're already there. We're already in the new, and we have to immediately shift our mindset to say, okay, Jesus, that's what you did. Yes, that's what I did. That's what he did. That's what he did. So we have to, I'm calling all four of us into a higher level of maturity. I'm encouraging, and I'm calling us into a higher level of accountability with one another, because all four of us, I've had conversations with all three of you. All three of you have given me inklings of what God has given you to do. And are we really, and I've shared things that I've shared with you guys, that what I believe God has given me to do. The problem is we share, but we don't follow up. So this is the season where not only we pray for one another, but we really begin to help one another fulfill those things. And if we pray in the Spirit, if we all pray and seek the Lord, then we will understand how to intervene with one another. Does that make sense? That we would be able to talk to one another and say, what's going on? How is that going? Where you are with this? And, how can I help? What do you need? And then give each other timestamps. Like, look, I'm going to check back with you in 2 weeks. I'm putting it in my calendar to remind me to text you, call you, to see where you are with that thing. That's what I need. So that's what I'm going to give. Does that make sense? So, and we will learn how to talk with one another, right? We'll learn how we, if we need direct or we need a little soft, but we'll learn what each other needs and what we desire and how to address one another. We'll learn all of that. But I'm tired of talking about having a coaching practice. I'm tired of talking about doing these Facebook lives and developing a business and counseling people and really getting that going. And I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of allowing myself a leeway and a pass. So I'm tired of being undisciplined and then being insecure on this side. There she go. There she go. You about to look.
Oh, this is live.
No, it's not live.
Oh, okay.
This is a video I'm about to send y'all.
Oh, this is the video.
Yeah. You big goofball, yes.
I thought you was going like FaceTime. This was going to be a group thing.
No, because I don't know what they're doing.
That's right. Okay.
Really? Really? Fade to black?
Yeah, fade to black.
I'm leaving that in the video too.
That's all right.
I know.
Come on, Cameo.
You said. You said what? Is you already down the steps?
Okay, wait, what you want?
Nothing. Go ahead. You already gone. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Thank you for your cameo.
You're welcome, honey.
Yeah, that's what happens constantly. And y'all, early in the video, y'all heard me yell at her that I was doing the video. God bless her. God bless her. Okay. So, to finish off, we're all moving into a season of greatness. And let me rephrase that. We're already in a season of greatness. We're already there. And I know that I was so used to striving to get to these places where I felt that God, these places of healing and deliverance and living free, that I did not even realize that I'm free right now. Like, I'm not striving anymore to get to that place. I'm it right now. And we all have to switch our mindsets to say, This is it right now. Like everything that I am right now is enough for right now. And knowing and understanding that God is doing things and maturing us for things in the future, but that stuff in the future is in the future. I need to live now. I need to be present where I am, with accountability, things that I need to be working on for my inner self, self-care, mental health, all of that, working on and being present right now with where I am, so that when I get down there where God has for me, I'll be able to maintain that. And I think we know that conceptually, but we don't always stay present with where we are and appreciate the life that God has given us now. And so here we are at 16 minutes. I was trying to give y'all less than 17 minutes. It is less than 17, but I was trying to cut it down. But I'm not cutting out the cameos and the yelling and all that, because guess what? That's real life. And that's kind of, I think we want, I know me, I still, for some odd reason, was trying to get this perfect life. And life is not perfect. It's just not. And I don't know where I got that mindset from of trying to build like this. I have this imagination. I have a huge, a vivid imagination. And I have in my mind, like, this is how I want my life to be. And this is how I want this to go. And this is how this is. And blah, blah, blah. And it's not how it's working. And then so I think, well, something is off. I'm doing something wrong. No, it's my imagination. That's not reality. I don't know if that made any sense, but that's what I have to remind myself. Like, Teresa, there's a difference between my imagination and the life God built for me. The life God has given, the life God has given me. And I have to live in the life that God has given me. And He has given me a great life. And I listen, I don't have anything. I don't have any worries. I don't. And I'm tired of living beneath the grace and favor that God has given me. I'm just tired of it. So He really got me together today. And I wanted to share with y'all. And I pray that you pray about this and see, you know, take the meat, throw away the bones. I don't know. Is that what Cheryl say? You know, figure out what in this is for you. And we'll talk about it. I'm excited about our weekend together with, I know Cheryl and I are going on a women's retreat. But I'm excited about our weekend with Anna. I think we're going to have a good weekend. And I want us to just be brave enough to have more conversations with each other. I know we did it sporadically. We have done it sporadically over the years. We're all four of us together to have those conversations where we're actually pushing one another into greatness. And I know that that's pretty much where God has positioned me to do in this season of my life, is to recognize the greatness in others and push them in it. And I wonder if I've done that all the time, but I never really put it together like this. So I'm excited about it, and just pray about it. I didn't mean to go back into the frag nabbit. Let me shut up. I love y'all, and we're going to talk about this soon. And please be encouraged in whatever you're doing, and know that God is with you. Okay? I love y'all.